Hey, what is up everybody? Thank you so much for tuning into another one of my videos, and in today's video we're going to be looking at Scrub Finance, the next project to be on the Finance Launchpad. Now before we jump into this video, please make sure you like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure that you hit that bell notification so that you can stay up to date with these videos, as these are all extremely time sensitive. In today's video, we're going to be looking over the tokenomics of Scrub Finance, what it actually is, and whether or not I personally think that it's here to stay. Now right off the bat, if we actually look at the Finance Launchpad, we can see that they are selling 300,000 Lion tokens, and each token is going to be pegged to one Savannah, one SVN, and at current rates it is visible around this $2.75. That's approximately $750,000 give or take that they are raising. I know for myself, this will probably hit that 100% within the first minute, and that is why essentially it is the overflow method. Now guys, this is another tomb fork as well, bear that in mind. However, they have kind of changed it up a little bit. Now the more recent launchpad that just actually ended Pegasus Dollar did absolutely fantastic. As you guys can see here, it was 40 times over the price that they were trying to raise, so $750,000, and as such I think this one is also going to do the same. If we look over towards Scrub Finance, we can see that they have kind of maintained that whole Savannah Finance feel, right guys? And that's something I really like. Since they are pegged to Savannah, they kind of try to implement the Savannah design over to Scrub Finance. Now the project, as you guys can see, has three main tokens: Lion, Tiger, and L Bond. Now I have gone over as to how these tokens work and what they are, but in summary, this is the token that essentially is going to be pegged to one Savannah. This is the share token of the project, which is going to be used up here. As you guys can see, if you come into the Scrub, this is the boardroom. You will deposit essentially your Tiger and you will earn Lion off of an APR or a daily income, which will be shown here when it starts. As you guys can see, it starts in 69 hours. Now unlike Pegasus guys, they are actually not doing a Genesis pool, which I think is actually pretty smart. They're gonna have these two LPs running right off the bat, and this essentially is really good in my opinion because of the fact that it will create a high demand for that Savannah purchase bag. So the two LPs that they have is Lion SVN, which Lion, remember, is their peg token, which is pegged to Savannah, and the second one is Tiger SVN. Now Tiger will only be, you won't actually be able to buy Tiger off the launchpad, right guys? Remember that they are essentially selling Lion tokens. So Tiger can actually only be bought from the market, or alternatively, the only way you'll be able to earn Tiger is by getting into this Lion Savannah liquidity pool. And so essentially a lot of people are going to be jumping into this one right off the bat, farming their Tiger, pairing it with more Savannah, and then farming this until the Scrub opens up, until the boardroom essentially opens up. Now guys, the third token, the Bond token, as you guys can see right here, is has its own tab, and this token is only applicable and only purchasable when the price of the Lion token drops under the price of one Savannah token, right? So bear that in mind. These are like kind of the tokenomics of the project. Now if we jump into the documentations real quick, we can see that they have they actually have a very nice documentation layout, right? They have emojis and everything, which honestly I look into these small things very deeply because that kind of shows me as to whether or not the devs are willing to put in that extra effort to make the project run well. So as you guys can see, they have a whole tab dedicated to what makes them different. And if you look right here, or the difference between Scrub Finance and these other tomb forks is the fact that, first of all, they are built on top of the existing Savannah ecosystem, which allows us to have better control over how the mechanics between these two tokens interact. Secondly, as you guys can see, they are essentially, the Lion token is essentially going to be pegged to Savannah, not Crow or MMF. And this is something that we're seeing emerge more recently, where the token is essentially The Lion token, for example, is essentially pegged to another Tomb Forks token, right? We could see this kind of emerge first over on the Phantom side, where Based actually did that. However, now it's kind of having a trickling effect, and we can see these other projects implementing this because of the fact that some of these other projects, for example Savannah itself, can be understood to be a project that is here for the long term. I mean, if you guys haven't already, do check out Savannah Finance. We can see that they have $450 million in TVL, which, if I'm not mistaken, is actually more than the actual tomb itself. As you guys can see, they have 334. So even though Savannah is actually a fork of the original Tomb Finance, it is visible that it has more than $100 million more TVL than its originator, right? Which is kind of unseen in this field, which is why a lot of people are now looking at Savannah Finance and realizing that this is a project that's here to stay, right? It's not a project that's kind of coming and going. And honestly, even if you look at the documentations, guys, you'll see that, you know, the team is not taking a single penny. Now, coming back over to the documentations of Scrub Finance, you guys can see here that they also have a detailed outline as to exactly how their Launchpad event is going to be going down and what you need to do in order to take part of it. I'm not going to go into details about this because it says it right here as well as here. And if you look over to their part about audits, you can see right here that they did complete an audit by Ether Authority as well. Now guys, the line distribution is the one thing that I wanted to look at with you guys. So circulating line will be minted up to 2 million 4% expansion. So this is talking about the expansion rate in the boardroom, right? So if we go back to Scrub Finance, you click Scrub, this is essentially the boardroom, and how quickly will this be expanding, right? So how quickly will the Tiger Staked be printing Lion? That's the question in hand. And we can see right here, there will be a 4% expansion until the first 2 million tokens are reached. And then from there onwards, it'll be 3% and slowly reducing. And they're doing that essentially to ensure that emissions aren't overpowering inflation, right guys? Remember, with projects like these, inflation hits quickly because they offer a very high APR, and it's obviously impossible to always expect new investors to be coming in every second. So they need to adjust their expansion rates to make sure that the project survives a longer period of time, essentially. Now, the other thing that I wanted to look at, guys, was their Discord. You guys can see the Discord logo right here. I have already joined it, and if you do join it, you'll be led over to their Discord server right here, where you can see they have over 1,000 members already. And me personally, one of the reasons why I am very bullish on this project is because of the fact that they actually have a Discord that they are managing properly, right guys? We saw Pegasus Finance, you know, it did extremely well. It went over 10x its essential sale price. However, the problem was it was really messy in the Telegram. Whereas here, as you guys can see, Scrub Finance, they do have a very organized and detailed Discord where you can come and discuss everything with other people that are associated with the project. So definitely make sure you guys jump in and be a part of Scrub Finance, as I do think this project is definitely here to stay. Now, in regards to my strategy and what I will be doing, now me personally, I want to let you guys know that I always make my plans about what I'm doing in the next upcoming week or the next few projects way before it actually comes out. As you guys can see, back on the 3rd of April, I clarified in my Discord that for people that are here, we have major alpha on the upcoming Launchpad on MMF. We knew that Scrub Finance is going to be on the Finance Launchpad well before it was announced on here, and that is one of the benefits of being in our Discord server, guys, right? There's absolutely no fee, no charges to be a part of our Discord. However, I give out free alpha all the time and free whitelist giveaways and even straight up cash just because I feel like it, right? So if you look over here, I clarified, all I will say is buy every dip on SVN. Just do it, right? I clarified, just do it. This was on the 3rd. if you guys look over to the price on the 3rd of the month, 3rd of April, we were somewhere around here, so around 185. You could have gotten in a little bit earlier at maybe 180 or 170, but regardless, let's say you got in at the worst possible time, which was around $2 right here. Even if you got in at $2 just in a couple of days at all-time highs, you would have been up 40 to 50%. Right, and that's worst case scenario. So obviously, me personally, I have a big bag in it from that 175 180 range, and I've been farming it. Right, for the last few days, I've been farming it in Savannah and making good gains while watching my funds go up. Right, guys, you know, there's nothing better than having a trading plan and essentially just watching it being executed to absolute perfection. And you know, I know everybody in the Discord is eating well. I know everybody is very happy with the callouts. So I definitely do think you guys should join the callouts, as we do have a couple more alphas coming in very soon. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Make sure you guys go check out Scrub Finance. Their team is very nice. I have spoken to one of their team members, and honestly, super chill, super good individual in my opinion. So definitely go check out the project and let me know what you guys think about it and down in the comments below. I would be more than happy to reply to every single one of your comments. Thank you very much for watching my video, and as always, guys, let's get that bag. Peace.